In this video, we're going to talk about bookkeeping. Bookkeeping is dead. If your company still employs multiple teams or anybody larger than one person as a bookkeeper, that means what you are not using the technology available to you. I still hear companies with a very little headcount, like 100 people, they employ 20 plus people in accounting, FP&A, and other fields, which is ridiculous. You should really need one part-time bookkeeper at most, regardless of the size of the organization. Well, discounting the larger ones. But if the team of the company is below 500 people, I just don't see why do you need any more than just one single bookkeeper for this entire organization. And I'm going to talk about some technological solutions what will enable your company to get there, to transition from employing large teams of bookkeepers to essentially maintaining one person or even a part-time person to perform this function with technology. So I'm going to go through a few solutions. There are still plenty more to go through. You can do your research, but those solutions are tried and tested and work really well. So the first solution is Brex. It has the following products: corporate cards, business banking, spend management. So I'm going to go through these. So many companies still stuck in using commercial bank credit cards like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and a few other. The software what accompanies those credit cards is really behind the time. You have to use Concur or some other outdated solutions to process these credit cards. Both credit card users and accountants need to spend a lot of time try to process these credit cards. So what Brex offers, and by the way, Ramp and Bill.com and a few other offer similar features, is fully automated AI-based credit card process where people who spend corporate money on different business reasons like travel, hotels, meals, stuff like that, all of their receipts automatically grabbed from their iPhone and automatically assigned to all the transactions. The software also automatically pre-codes all accounting GL data, project data, and other segments you like to use for all the transactions. So the credit card users, they only need to review what has been done by software and approve it, maybe modify transaction here and there, but all of the work is done by software. There is no manual work at all whatsoever done by the person or accounting people. Software also analyzes the receipts against the credit card transaction and pre-approves the transaction for the accounting or manager person. So they don't have to really dig in and review every receipt in detail. They can trust the software to do that work, and therefore they can batch approve dozens, hundreds, and thousands of transactions with just one click. So the next function is business banking. So Brex offers full treasury services to any company. They have automated that function really well. By the way, Ramp also offers similar service called, let me see, Treasury. There you go. So basically, all the bank transactions are flowing in and automatically matched against anything that can be matched. So it can be matched against credit card payments, vendor bill payments, and customer invoices. It's a very nice automated solution for bank reconciliation. Also, Ramp and Brex, they both offer very affordable or even free wire transfers, free ACH payments, or very low per transaction fees. And that allows you to essentially log in to their large network of vendors and start issuing payments. Also, they have a very robust processes for verifying ACH information, verifying what the account is still active, what there are no mistakes. I know what people who use commercial banks, there is no such service, and sometimes you send the payment to the wrong person or wrong account, and it's really very painful to get the money back. Ramp prevents that by verifying all the information entered ahead of time, and therefore you don't have to worry about it. It will never send the payment to the wrong place, regardless of what you do as a user inside the system. So another product what Brex offers is called spend management. It's essentially where you can issue corporate credit cards and you can assign limits. You can assign limits on specific vendors or specific types of expenses, things like that. It's a nice budgeting tool to make sure that people do not overstep their boundaries. Same with Ramp, they offer similar corporate card and expense management process. Another thing what they offer is travel management. I know many companies still use Concur, which is ridiculous, outdated, horrible software. What if you still use Concur, then you are behind. You're already wasting your time. You're wasting the credit card users' time and the travelers' time by burdening them with this inefficiency. Travel management in Brex and in Ramp is easy. They essentially people can get access to all the travel options, all the hotels, all the airfare, all the cars at the rock bottom current market prices. I know people who still use Concur. There are a bunch of restrictions where what don't show users all the best airfares. They only show the ones what are compliant, which is ridiculous notion on its own, because sometimes compliant means more expensive with a connecting flight, much worse travel option. You should really abandon Concur if you still use it. So procurement in Ramp, it takes minutes. I have another video. It takes literally minutes to set up your procurement process from scratch and start to go and using it. Anyone who tried Ramp before, they never go back. It's the best software for procurement. And they also have receiving, free of image, the whole 9 yards. Ramp and Brex also offer the vendor bill pay. So essentially, you have this fully automated AI-based inbox where all the vendor bills are coming in automatically. OCR technology picks all the key data from the vendor bills and puts it into your accounting system. And the best thing is usually when accountants take key information from the vendor bills, they only key in like invoice number, invoice date, amount, stuff like that. Ramp grabs every single character from that vendor bill, and then you can search later the vendor bill history by every single word what has ever been placed on the face of that vendor bill. And you can also set up your system to capture all these details inside your accounting system in the notes section, so you can do your research later. You can also manage your prepaids, amortizations, things like that by analyzing that, automatically analyzing the vendor bill detail. Like, for example, if you buy a subscription service and the vendor bill specifies it's a full year service, obviously you can use AI to fully create prepayment amortization schedulers for those bills without any bookkeeper looking into that manually and doing that work. I've been an accountant for 20 plus years. I've done tons of prepaid schedulers. I know how manual that process was. Today, if you're still doing it the old-fashioned way, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money. You should not do that. There is technology today available to automate this whole process. All right, so those are just a few things. Bill.com, another great solution. Lots of accounts receivable, payable, cash flow forecasting, and other modules. They rapidly expanding their services, and I would really highly recommend them as well. And they're also very cheap. All Brex, Ramp, and Bill.com are very inexpensive softwares. The total monthly subscription for the whole company, depending on the headcount, is really inexpensive, somewhere in the single hundreds of dollars a month. So is for a smaller company, it can be like $200 a month or so, but you get a lot back. You get a lot of AI technology back. All right, so now with FP&A, I know what a lot of people still do their FP&A manually in Excel, which is fine if your company is small. But once you start to grow into larger enterprises, you want to start automating your financials with software solutions. So I recommend Datarails. It's a great software, but quite pricey, so not every company can afford it. But once you reach a size of 100 plus people, now you actually, it makes sense to transition to the software. There are cheaper options like Profix and Pry. Pry is like really a good starter software. It starts just $50 a month. And that software basically pulls in your information from your payroll, from your GL detail, from your budgets. You can do your budget in here and you get access to all these nice charts. So it really can very quickly transition your FP&A from an Excel manual process to something nice and clean and with a polished interface. You can see how nicely their dashboards look like. And again, you really start at a low price point, $50 a month. All right, I hope you find this video helpful and see you in my next video. Take care.